Yeah.
Oh,
okay. There's a little structure, a little X-type structure in this manipulation right here. This is really cool. Hey man, look at this forest dude back here. This forest is just dark. Thick, dark. Looks like some structures right there, but anyway, there's this really cool little X-type thing. And I'll say it again. I've told many people that these Sasquatch are small up here. They make little stuff like that. You know, because look at this leaner coming into here. You got this old piece of wood.
Yeah, that's different.
It's just laying. It's kind of wedged in there, honestly.
I think all that shit's wedged in there. That stuff.
Yeah. It's just kind of wedged up in there, all cool, like. Huh.
Yeah.
And there's your teepee.
It could have been a lightning strike. You see that just one burnt piece of wood?
Yeah. Holy shit, what am I?
Look at that.
Oh yeah, I got that on video. The little circle in it. That's crazy. I think it's a knot. That's a crazy looking structure right here actually. It looks like there's a bunch of manipulation right there.
Check it out.
Or actually, is that the fence line to that ranch on the other side? There's ranch property that comes up on this side. It comes up hundreds and thousands of acres. I think that's a fence to that ranch. Ouch. We're gonna walk over here and see what's going on, because anytime you run into that kind of private property, they like to hang out and that stuff, because nobody Am I tripping, or did you hear a vocal?
You may have. I didn't go.
You just tripping or something? Yeah, I mean we're quite a ways back in here right now, and I think just right over there's this ranch that sits by itself. It's the only structure I would say that's on this side. Actually, clear on the other side of that mountain. It's actually around the corner, probably a couple of miles that way. And then their property, I think, extends clear up here. Of course, that might be something that the Forest Service did too, but we're in that really dark forest back here, and there's a lot of manipulation going on right here. There's a small X right here. You can actually see this tiny X. You see that? It's like we stepped into another area, because we went from a clear-cut area to an area that has not been clear-cut. And when you step into an area like that, you know, you're back here a ways, you know. Hopefully my little mic cover's working. You want me to show you guys what I got set up? Okay, I got that dash cam, right? And anyway, yeah, we're not gonna walk too much further. We're just gonna hang out, look around here. There's all kinds of manipulation back here. You know, you're You know you're back here ways when you're past the clear cut and you're into the deep, dark, raw woods. There's just no bushes, no nothing. It's straight ground and trees. Just this thick, dark, scary ass timber that you don't want to be in at night. Because there's shit that comes out here at night that you don't want to run into outside of Sasquatch. And there's a reason why they make their little structures is to ward certain things off. And like the X structures, I believe that signifies good Sasquatch, because there are bad ones.
There might be some structure out there too.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to see in here. There could be this huge structure in front of us and we just can't see it. I don't know. You guys keep an eye out. Okay guys, all that white I was talking about, that is an aspen grove. We're starting to run into a bunch of manipulation here.
What's this? Look at that. See that stump? It's kind of leaned up against there.
Look at that old...
That's not supposed
That
to
old
be
stump. Oh, it is kind of leaned up on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's pretty wild. Look at this. Why it grew like that, I don't know. But there's one thing I wanted to tell you guys too that I've always noticed. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. There's two different type of X's. There's the X's. Your X's that go like this. Okay. Your X's, your typical X's, they go like this. Yeah.
Something's walking down here.
We got movement coming toward us?
Yeah. It just stopped when I started talking. You can hear it right before you started talking about the X's. I hope your mic picked it up.
We got some movement.
You don't hear that?
Do you see anything?
No. I just hear it.
Yeah, hearing movement again. We've been hearing movement the whole way up. Anyways, I'm going to try to explain this before we get bombarded. You know your typical X, right? Well, there's your regular X, and there's your tip X, where they make an X with the tip, and the others come down long like that. That's those two different type of X's. But there's something.
That might be an elk. I just heard a whistle too. I'm sure you'll pick up all this on your mic, dude.
Hopefully. This is supposed to be a pretty good mic. It's supposed to pick shit like that up.
Yeah, there's something up there, bro. I just heard a crashing too.
There's a bunch of manipulation right there, guys. We're hearing some pretty crazy movement up this way.
Hard going, dude.
Did it?
Yeah.
We'll be alright. Look at this, guys. Look at this manipulation. You got this leaner coming up here and a bunch of leaners laying on top of that. And then you got a nice juicy X right there. Look at that juicy X. Well, look at this. Look at this stuff, guys. You got this big X laying on the ground. Wow, that's wild. Look at that. Isn't that wild, guys? They always seem to put one right in the middle, but there's a whole bundle of trees. Like 2 or 3 trees. Looks like 2 on this side, 3 on this side, made up into an X formation. There's the other X formation. Yeah, we're getting movement right up here. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic. My mic might be picking it up. I know my ears are crap. Hey guys, look at this juicy structure I just found. You got a tree. This is some pretty hardcore manipulation right here. You got this tree coming up right here. See, it loops. It keeps looping right there. Comes up, bends. Comes up, goes behind that tree. There's a leaner on that, and it comes out this way on the other side of that tree right there, guys. Look at that. Huh? Oh, man. We're getting surrounded again, guys. That's what it sounds like to me. We just heard some rock clacking back that way, too, by the way. Your typical rock clacking, and then now we just got a wood knocked down from that way. Was it distinct?
Yeah, just one.
Pow! And you got your nice X right here.
There's an X up here that kind of looks bound at the middle of the cave.
This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at this. Look, there's like a footprint right there. Look at that. There's a footprint right there. Yeah.
You see?
Come check it out. Okay, here's your X with your leaner. It comes down the middle, and there's that bend. It goes back that way. See it?
That's weird.
And how it's on that side, it comes on this side, but yet it's on that side of the tree with another leaner coming this way.
It's woven in there.
There's your X with your middle stick in it.
That is a footprint.
It's wild. Yeah, you see the back foot, and there's like
The toes up there.
there's like the toes right in here.
There's another wood clock. It's down farther though. Actually from where we just came.
Is it really?
Yeah. Dude, the footprints though that I was seeing down there too, if we were to move some of the debris out from it, that would mess up the footprint, right?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it was old, and stuff has just been.
Let's go up here a little bit more.
Look at that structure, man. Oh, look. Holy shit. Did you hear that?
Oh. What did you hear?
That may have been the squeak of the trees. Oh, no, I'm feeling something though.
Yeah, we got back into this area, and we're getting pretty nervous. There's a path right here, guys, that we're following up. And there's a giant X in front of me. There's all kinds of manipulation. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You get into an area, you won't see nothing, and then all of a sudden you run into just huge manipulation.
Rest spot right there.
Now there's a seat. Here's a Sasquatch seat. This is where they sit and hang out. And look, pine cones have been eaten right here. May have been a squirrel. Sasquatch eat the same thing.
2 leaners.
Yeah. And right in front of it, there's a pair of leaners that come up into the tree. But look at that nice little seat right there. And then right next to that, this thing is clawed.
Whoa, that's chewed up, huh?
Yeah, this thing's been clawed to hell.
So is this side.
Could have been a bear. Could have been a Sasquatch. You just never know. Kind of looking for hair right now. See if there's any hair in it. We're definitely starting to get activity. It's that time of night. It's
Right here, bro.
It's getting dark on us.
Got some hair going on.
That might be elk hair right there. Look, there's another long hair right there. Look at that.
That's pretty long. That's stuck in there. That's not an elk hair, bud.
I think it is, dude.
Is it maybe that
I'm
long?
pretty sure it is. Yeah, it might be.
Okay. Oh shit, dang.
And look, there's more hair. There's another hair right there.
Oh yeah, I see that. Looks like the tree's got ingrown hairs, huh?
Cool.
Huh.
You got a massive manipulation going on right here. We're up pretty close to the spot where I found that pathway. Huge pathway. Let's come up to these two X's right here. There's a big one and a little one right below each other. Look at that, guys. Look at those X's right there. There's a big one and a little one right next to each other. Isn't that awesome? Oh, look. And right next to that, there's another small X right there. See it? So there's that, and a small X right under. There's 3 X's of different sizes right here, guys. And it comes right up this draw. There's like a draw right here. It goes straight down that way. And this area is real flat, like a little meadow or something. And I could see it being a place for them to hang out. Look at that. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Woodpecker. Little woodpecker on the tree right there. Where'd he go? Oh, he's only a little sucker. Come here.
Oh, it's a woodpecker.
Yeah.
What's up, Woody Woodpecker?
I wish my camera was focused though. Well, check this guys out. Check this out, guys. Look at all these logs laying here. Weirdly laying here. And that pathway I'm talking about is just on the other side over there. It comes across. It heads up that way. That's wild.
We're up here, dude.
Yeah, we're up here with. Look at this teepee formation that's coming up into the. That's wild. Look at that. They all crisscross up into that point right there. That's crazy. That's some more manipulation, man. There's some more structures right here. This is ancient symbolism, man. Look at this. Look at these right here. It says something to each of the Sasquatch is what it does. It's a ancient symbolism. And look, here's your pairs that come up into the tree right here. This is wild though. The log that comes out kind of makes an X. The top's always on this side, bottom is always on that side. So that possible another little X right there. That's wild. Look at this stack of manipulation here. All stacked up into here. That's crazy. And then it all stretches out this way. More symbolism, visual symbolism. Remember how I told you about the top X and your regular X? There you go, there's the top X. There's a lot of that. It's wild, man. There's another nice juicy X right there. We run into this whole area, and there's that lower spot down there. It's all been like trampled down, manipulated. It's like where they hang out, and I believe there's a dried up spring right there, and that's the reason why it's got that shape in the contour of its land. You know what I mean? But that's cool. A nice juicy X. Look at this pile of sticks. All these small sticks that's been laid out right here. It's old. This was done a long time ago. And in this fresh tree laid across the top like that. Could have fallen there, or they could have put it there, I don't know. But I know this right here isn't natural. All these trees just lined up like this. It's very old though. This is wild. This whole place is filled with these little white sticks. There's one little area right here. And there ain't nothing up here that's full of white sticks. That's not got the same color as sticks. That ain't got nothing on it. This whole little spot right here is full of these white sticks. Like maybe there was a log here at some point and then got drug away.
Check them out, dude.
Little squirrel.
Oh yeah.
Hauling ass up to the tree. Okay. Oh yeah, what's going on there?
That's a bed right there, right?
Look at that big mark right there. That's weird.
Shit, what if that was a footprint?
God, no shit, it's one huge footprint. And I'd be like, oh my God, we gotta get Cash to you. It's like there's the big toes right there, huh? Shit, man, you never know, huh? Big ass footprint. And there's a path.
Definitely laid right there.
Yeah, it looks like it was brushed out. Laid right there, like elongated like a body, huh?
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, we're gonna head back that way, loop around and head back to the car. Because also we're getting quite a bit of wood knocking down that way. Okay, we're on that long pathway that I'm saying is the longest Sasquatch pathway that's been found. This tree is brand new. It got toppled down, laid right over this path. I find that kind of weird. I mean, it's been like that since I was last here. It wasn't here before. If anything's moved out here, I know.
It should have stopped right there.
Oh yeah. Look, this is where it should have stopped. And this tree fell right here. How did it get past that one right there?
That's a trip.
How did it get past that?
It shouldn't have.
And this tree, this big tree right here, how did it end up right there? How did it end up in that spot? This tree fell, and this tree was placed over the top of that, and some of the branches are broke on it. That's a good point TC just made. And look at how it's set up in there nicely on the fork. So this fell, but never touched that. That was placed in there, and that didn't even come from there that long.
That's crazy.
How wild was that? So that's pretty juicy, guys. Another new tree laying across this pathway, and it didn't even come from here. This tree wasn't here the last time. I walked right straight through here, and here's the lining of the pathway that Sasquatch laid down these trees, marking a pathway. And they come through and mark these as a significant path of follow or something all through here. And look at these pile of rocks. These pile of rocks weren't here last time. I don't remember these pile of rocks. This is a subtle little sign that you look for. The Sasquatches are moving through the area right here. Look at this. How'd that get there? That's a really old piece of wood that got laid up in there. A piece of a tree. That's how I track these guys, man. We were having a bunch of movement there for a while, but we haven't heard anything now, huh?
Not since
we got out of that area over there, huh?
Yeah.
I want to point out, there's these rocks. These rocks were sitting right here. And I think they ended up right here. There's 3 stones surrounding this big stone right here. And you got 2 stones right there. You got this one big one. Looks like a couple small ones, but you got this big one here. And you got this large one here.
With a stick laying on it.
With a stick laying on it. Don't know if that was natural or if that was set up like that.
The wind's been blowing around here, you know?
Yeah, wind's been blowing, so it might have naturally done that. But yeah, that's subtle little signs of manipulation that I've watched. What's been done? Look at this drag trail of some sort. There's like a drag trail.
That's weird.
You see that? And it stops right about here. Do you see that, guys? There's a drag trail. It comes up, starts right up in there, and comes down. Was something sliding on its butt? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But that's a drag trail right there. See that trail?
Yeah, dude. That's fresh, too.
Yeah, that's pretty fresh. And then you come up here, and something's been taken out right there. Many Sasquatch come up here and do some strange shit, you know what I mean? They come up here, manipulate and do strange things. But there's this drag mark. This is crazy. I wonder what did this. And it ends, and there's a pile of needles right here. Wow. We reached that little trail, back to that little trail. We're gonna, I don't know, we might go across the road and walk down. Not road, but just across this little trail. Because they actually built something up here. Like a water outlet or something. It makes something, a spring, you know, something to do with the springs in this area. And, yeah, but that's where we just came from. That really deep, dark forest over there. And then we were getting all kinds of wood knocks and movement like crazy over in that direction. That was wild. That was crazy. A little vantage point here. This is my Sasquatch country. 18 inches of snow tonight, guys. Look at how beautiful it is here. It's too bad that some of the roads are all closed all the time, and people have a lot of excuses why. There's no excuse to keep all these roads closed, other than it's packed with people down there, down in town. Sure is beautiful. Beautiful! Let me guess. Don't quit my day job. Check this stick out. No, it didn't come off of a tree and just land up here. Look at how this is, it's been woven in front and then in back of that limb right there. That just didn't fall naturally like that. That was stuck up in there like that. Could be some kind of directional marking. Directional marker of some sort. But it didn't come from anywhere around here, guys. That's wild, isn't it? That is very juicy. See this leaner right here? Well, that leaner was up in this tree along with this one, each side of the tree, and it is now laying on the ground. They do shit like that. They come in and take stuff down after they just erected it. This place is just full of manipulation and structures all through here. It's just all over. I knew I could find that because I come up in here. I was looking for those leaners just to see what it looked like, and sure enough, one of them's down. You got a Sasquatch lumber yard over there. You got this one area that's full of, look, there's a break right there, full of logs, and then you look down this way and then there's nothing. There's a few here and there. There's a
There it is.
There you go. Here's some more manipulation. It's like a little axe with some leaners woven into it. It's getting dark on us, guys. It's gonna be dark on us pretty soon. It looks like there's a path running right up through here. But there's all kinds of manipulation over there. There's all kinds of structures, juicy stuff to look at and admire. There's one of those top X type structures. It's like the X that's on the top part, and then the middle part of the X. Well, this is one of the top parts. And look, that didn't even come from here. And you got all these leaners, these leaners sitting over here, and you got a root ball up in the air. And by the way, just a second ago we had a wood knock just up the mountain from us. Look at that manipulation up there. It's like a top X, a couple of them all woven in. It's like symbolism, man. This is all a visual language. And look at this root ball. Where did it come from? You know, that's not natural. That was placed there. It was placed there with hands. Obvious manipulation. And that's a fork right there. And these are sat up in it. Visual language, man. Look at that, guys. This rock has been placed right up on top of these two stones right here. Look at this. That's crazy. Yeah, we definitely had some movement going on back there. They didn't get close to us though. They kept their distance, but they were moving and knocking and carrying on. We're getting a bunch of that tonight, which sucks. I'd rather have a bunch of moisture so we don't dry up and burn down again, you know what I mean?